I want to quickly highlight a plugin for Bubble that I ran across recently that I think really meets a lot of needs that I've had lately. So I tend to lean towards Bubble when developing web applications. I tend to lean towards Flutterflow when developing mobile applications. I won't get into whys or all that kind of stuff in this video. But when I had to develop an application that had both a web and a native mobile app and a shared backend, it's always been cumbersome trying to build the web portion in Bubble and the native app in Flutterflow. However, this new plugin that's been released solves those problems, and now it allows you to have a shared backend via Firestore, develop your web front end in Bubble, and develop your native mobile app in Flutterflow. And so I wanted to showcase this plugin just quickly. Again, I'm not going to go into configuration or setup or anything. I just wanted to show kind of what's possible now. So I've got a single Firestore project. It's got one user here with my user account. If I go in, I'll actually log out here and log in with that account. And this is using Firestore authentication. Again, there's components with the plugin that allow you to see if a user is logged in, and you can conditionally hide or display things based on that. So I've created a task here. It's using the owner ID, which is the user ID for this user. So you can see that it's obviously using Firestore authentication. The cool thing is, obviously, if I were to add a new task here, task number 2, and create it, if I go back to my Flutterflow app, obviously with the real-time database from Firestore, it's going to show up real-time in this application. I can delete it. It's all real-time, and to kind of prove that there's nothing weird going on behind the scenes, and it's really just real-time data streaming from Firestore. From here, I'll create a task and call it test task from Flutterflow. Create that, it shows up here. I go back to my Bubble app, it shows up there. So again, all real-time data. If I go back to my Firestore database task, so there's my task number 2. This is the one from Bubble. You can see the owner ID. If I go to task from Flutterflow, it's the same owner ID, so you can see it's using the same authentication between both apps. So really powerful stuff that I think opens up a world of possibilities now for a common sort of single backend via Firestore, and then a web app on Bubble and a mobile app on Flutterflow. So again, all this stuff is real time, both ways. So again, very, very, very powerful stuff. So very impressive. So I'd recommend if you're into using Firestore as your backend and still want to build on Bubble, I'd go look at this plugin.